Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech, and it is time to turn in our sweet jet airliner. We're going to do that with an awesome brochure. So, my friends, let's get cracking. So, here is a sample of how one of these can turn out. This is our jet airliner, and you're going to have to take a few pictures of it. So, first, make sure you get a view from the outside, get it aimed just the way you want. Don't forget that you can hold shift and right-click drag so that it pans, and get a good view of the outside of your airliner. Make sure your colors are the way you want, and then hit send to and download that image. Yours will probably download automatically to the downloads. I'm going to put mine there, and I'm going to put a 1 after this so I can keep track of which image is which. Now we need several images. We need to prove that we had 235 seats, so I'm going to actually zoom inside this shape so that we can see the cool arrangement that Charlie came up with as he built his. When I've got the seating arrangement the way I want, once again I'm going to hit send to, and I'm going to just save that image. Of course, this one I'm already in downloads, so I'm just going to put a 2 after it. And you can collect as many of these pictures as you think you can fit in your project. It's probably going to be 3, maybe 4. If you had time to finish the cockpit area, you can show off that as well. You can also click on the whole body, and if you hide the body, then you'll be able to show the seating arrangement. I'm going to hide the windows as well. And you can just show off how cool your entire airliner looks. I'm going to take one more picture of this, send to, take that shot, and then also don't forget, if you made something awesome and you're out on the internet and you want to share it with me, what you do is you hit invite me, and you can send that link to me from my website at HLModTech.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or you can just send a link to me at HLModTech on Gmail as well. So we've got our cool images. Now it's time to make the brochure. What I need you to do is hit plus on the very top and click over on the right and start a new Google Doc. In the Google Docs, I need you to hit the blank choice. I need you to click the very top of it. I need you to type jet airliner brochure and put your initials. Brochures are pretty fancy, so we're going to start by moving down and changing some page setup. I want you to make sure that the margins are 0.25. This gives you more room to play. And then also we're going to pick a color for our brochure so that it stands out. I always want you to use something in these 2 rows so it's easier for people to read. I'm going to pick one of the light blues and tell it OK. Notice now I can move all the way to the corner, and I've got the sweet background on my project. A long time ago you made a company name. You can change that today if you want. We're going to insert a drawing, and we're going to do a new one. When the drawing opens, I want you to put your company name. We're going to select actions, and we're going to do word art. Mine is going to be called HLModTech Designs, and I want that T to be capitalized. You can come up with your own cool name. Shift enter if you want multiple lines. I think most of us will only use 1 line. When you press enter, you need to move that to the top, and then you can pick an awesome font. You can search all through the fonts. Notice if you hit more fonts, there are many choices. I'm going to grab a font that I think looks awesome. I'm going to use this. When I tell it OK, it adjusts. Once again, I'm going to center it. I'm going to give it a gradient color fill. I'm going to do the dark blues. I like that a lot. You can give it an outline. I'm going to give mine a white outline, and I want that outline to be a little thicker. That's going to really show up well on the blue, and I'm going to hit save and close. When it arrives, you want it to be centered. So you can see I just hit the center button. You can stretch it to make it a little larger. If you want to change it, you can double click, go back in, and adjust it. But I am happy with mine. I want to turn on what's called breaking text, because I want the next words to come underneath it. I'm going to leave my margin, and I want this one to stay in that spot. Alright friends, brochures have text and images. Right now we're centered because we were using the heading. I want you to switch to left so our next chunk of text aligns up over here. Remember, we were building for Air One airlines, and we had to make an airliner concept for them. you need to create a professional intro similar to this one, and you can actually use this one, but then add facts about your design. Add at least 3 or 4 sentences about your project to get the people at Air One Airlines interested in your design over the others. Beside this, we need to add our first picture. To do that, choose Insert Image, and we need to upload from computer. Remember, ours were in the downloads, and I'm going to put the full jet picture first. When this comes in, you need to make it the right size by shrinking it, but then more importantly, you need to turn on wrap text. This is what makes the project turn out really awesome. When you move this over to the edge and squeeze it in, you can see that now all of a sudden your project has the cool border, and then the images, and then the sentences about it on the way down. When you click your image once, it lets you just shrink and grow it. If you click it twice, you can actually crop it so you can get rid of the white area so that it turns out just the way you want. Alright friends, so I am going to select the text I just made here, and instead of size 11, I'm going to let it go up to size 13. I will allow you to use up to size 13 as well. This red area is just ideas of what you can fill this in with. Make sure you do not type these exact sentences, because those would not be useful for the Air One Airlines people as they try to decide whether or not to purchase your design. I'm going to skip to another line and press enter, and now let's insert a second image on this side. Once again, we're going to do Insert Image. I'm going to upload from computer, and this time I'm going to do the one with the seats from the inside. Same trick. I'm going to squeeze it down so it fits the project. I'm going to turn on wrap text, and what that does is it allows my next paragraph to show up on the other side. This is where you'll start typing again, and I'm going to switch to the black color because these will be real words. Make sure you add several sentences talking about how you created a seating arrangement that is helpful for passengers and the flight crew. You will be able to come up with a lot more cool things to add about your plane than me, because you are the one that actually created it, and of course you're trying to get these people to buy your item. I'm going to press enter to move down below a little bit. I'm going to insert something different called a heading, and this one's going to be called Features. When you press enter below that, we're going to add a bulleted list. You may be able to find the bulleted list right up here in front of you. Mine is hiding under the More, and I can click on it and bring it out. So the features of my aircraft are seating for 235. Now yours could be different than that. That was just the goal. Remember, it also had a non-stop flight capacity from Minnesota to LAX. You can see that I added my cruising speed. You can add any other features that you thought were cool about your aircraft as you created it, or if you create something new, you can add that as well. And then at this point, you need to insert that final image. I'm going to once again upload from computer downloads, and I'm going to bring in this picture so you can see all the seating. Remember, when it comes in, it'll be huge and you need to shrink it. Notice mine just slid up the page. I'm going to turn on wrap text, which that is the key feature because everything is wackadoodle until that gets in place. And then you'll finally be able to arrange it so you've got your project all laid out. Friends, that's how easy it is to use Google Docs to create a sweet brochure. You can see I've zoomed out so you can see the whole project, and this is where you start making it so it looks really, really awesome and has all the cool features that'll talk Air One Airlines into buying your design. Friends, if you're in my class, I want you to turn in a PDF of this. To do that, simply click File and choose Download and choose PDF Document. Doing this instead of taking a screenshot just makes it turn out a little more clear. Because you already had your names, it'll probably automatically download to the download folder, and then in Google Classroom you can upload it and click turn in. Friends, if you found the video useful, please give it a like. If you've got a question, comment, or suggestion, add it down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.